Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Is this clear? Okay. We'll start with prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namne Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatharine Vancha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam panghum langayate girim Yatkripatamaham vande paramanandamadavam Shri Chaitanyamishwaram Shri Gurum Dinatarinam. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. It's immense pleasure. The merciful Mondays are back. So wishing you all a new week. And today is a very special day because it's the appearance day of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj ki jai. Hare Krishna. So we are going to discuss from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, 4th chapter, Shloka number 17 and 18. The chapter's name is Appearance of Narada. So it's a big shloka. Let's see. I'll do the recitation. Yeah. Bhautikānam cha bhāvānam shakti-hrāsam cha tatkritam ashraddadhānān nissattvaन् durmedān rasitāyushah durbhagamscha janan vikshya munirdivyena chakshusha sarvavarnashramananam yad dadyo hitam amogadrik. Any one or two devotees would like to recite? Anyone would like to try? Okay, Sachidanand Prabhu.
भौतिकानां च भावानां शक्तिहासं च तत्कृतम् अत्र तदानानि सत्त्वादुर्मेधान् हस्त्यासु दुर्भाङ्गश्च जनानान् वीक्ष्य मुनिर्दिव्येन चक्षुषा सर्ववर्णात्रमाणाम् अद्धौद्यो हितम् अमोघ दृक् सर्व.
Dhanyavad. Nisha Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you. Bhautikānām ca bhavanām shakti-hasam ca tatkritam ashrattatatani sattvam dumedhan hasitayushaha durbhagamsha janam vikshya munidirveyana chakshusha Sarvavarnashramanam yadya dayohit mamo gatrika. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Okay, dear devotees, we'll go ahead with the meaning and requesting devotees for whom it's possible, please keep your videos on. You can turn on your videos. Okay. So now here, what is being mentioned? Because this section was what led to the appearance of Srimad Bhagavatam. What was the inspiration for Vyasadeva to write Srimad Bhagavatam? So before going into Vyasadev's inspiration to write Bhagavatam, there is a mention about what was the deep concern that Vyasadev had in his heart, the deep compassion, right? So here there are a few words which are mentioned. Bhautikanam. In Sanskrit, we call this particular material world as Bhautik Jagat. Is Bhautik means what? Bhautik means which is made of matter. Actually, it is Bhu. Bhu means earth. And if there is earth element, there are other elements already there, automatically there. We know this. There is ether element. In air, there is ether also. Then there is fire element. In fire, there is air and ether also. Then there is water element. In water, there is fire, air and also ether. And then there is earth. Earth contains all the other elements. So that way if we see, Bhautikanam cha means everything that's made of matter. Bhautikanam cha bhavanam. Bhavanam here refers to the activities. Of course, there are feelings, then there are activities. Shakti hrasam. Shakti is that natural power and hrasam means it's getting destroyed, it's getting diminished. Right? Tat kritam ashraddadhanam. Yes. So, Vyasadev, what is he doing? That he is seeing that ashraddadhana, which means the faithless people, especially the people in the age of Kali, ashraddadhana. What is their quality? There are various qualities. Nisattvan. Nisattva means, actually Nisattva means not having sattva guna. They lack sattva guna. How to understand if somebody is having mode of goodness or not? One word. There's only one word required. Krishna gives numerous qualities in the 14th chapter, 17th chapter. But how to understand? How many of you think you are in mode of goodness? Do we have anybody here who says we are in mode of goodness, Prabhu? Sattva guna. Okay, we have one. Yes. Okay, only one. One out of so many. Manushanam Sahasreshu. Yes, so Sattva Gun means one should be having the quality of patience. Anyone having this quality of patience is actually in Sattva Guna. And moment there is lack of patience, we need to understand it is the nature of other gunas like Rajogun, Tamogun. So we all should check how much patience we have. And what is the best way to check patience? The best way to check patience is when we are chanting Hare Krishna, we are not looking when this round is going to get over. Yes, sometimes devotees do that. When this round will get over. Oh, they take out the beads from the bead bag and see, okay, I think another 2 more minutes, then this round will be over. Okay, alright. This round is over. Then they check the counter beads. Now how many rounds are remaining? Okay. After this round is over, there are about 4 or 5 more rounds. I think within half an hour I can wrap up everything. Okay, 30 minutes job. So like this kind of calculation is not there. Right? So if people calculate like this, take out, oh my god, oh no. I'm doing this round for last 10 minutes. Still only halfway through. Another 10 minutes left. No, I have to speed up. So these are all practical ways in which we understand as a devotee. We are in the mode of lower modes. We are not there. We are lacking sattva guna. Again, in Bhagavatam class, checking time. Oh, how much more time is left? If the speaker is checking time, it's good. Speaker is being conscious. I want to render service in such a way that before whatever the given time is there, you end in time. Tamagun speaker will not be able to speak anything. He doesn't know anything. Rajaguni speaker adds irrelevant examples, irrelevant stories, gets here, gets there. He never gets to the point, and he is continuously. He is not leaving the speakers on. Speaker and the listeners, out of respect for speaker and respect for Bhagavatam, they don't want to leave. But the speaker is continuously bombarding them with some kind of information, jargons, roaming about there, never coming to the point. Whereas Sattvagun means they speak truth concisely. Few words, maximum meaning, strike the point, disciplined, all these things. So we can see the influence of mode in Bhagavatam class, in chanting, in day-to-day life. Yes, day-to-day life we get impatient. What is this? Impatient can be during travels, impatient can be during traffic, peak hours. I thought traffic will not be such a big problem in Canada, but no, in winters, yes, especially winters. Oh no. Especially, okay, Prabhu, so please come to temple. Oh, it takes lot of time in winter. Because we cannot speed the vehicle. We have to drive slowly. If you drive fast, the vehicle will slip. So, again, there's a test of patience. We should not overspeed. A lot of patience is required. There is our Anupam Govind Prabhu. I've seen him. He drives so wonderfully. He follows all rules perfectly. Right? If the speed limit is 30, he will be at 30. If it is 50, he will be at 50. Whatever the speed is there, he will never overspeed. I just told him once, Prabhuji, let's go fast and reach the program. He stopped the vehicle, gave me a lecture for 2 minutes. Prabhu, never overspeed. This is nice. I appreciate it. Yes, and that is a really test. So in practical situations like this, we test. So majorly, nisatwan, lack of goodness, means a person is very impatient. So this impatience means lack of goodness. And usually people are number one in this age. So he is assessing audience. First of all, Vyasadeva is assessing the material nature. He says, Bhautikanam cha bhavanam shakti hrasam tatkritam. So everything is going to be destroyed, number one. Yes, that is the nature of material world. But especially if we talk of the audience for which I need to write, because now Vyasadeva is planning to write something for the welfare of others. He wants to be a writer. So before being a writer, you need to assess the audience. Who is my audience? Even before we give the Bhagavatam class, one of the reasons why I tell to turn on the video is not because I want to see if you guys are understanding something or not. Should I increase the depth of the class? Or, okay, I think now the atmosphere has become a little serious. Let's crack them up with a joke. Let's make them smile. Nice. Then, okay, people say, so you have to take them to different emotions. Right? Oh, this point I think they did not understand. Maybe I need to elaborate with an example. So all these things, face is index of mind, we get to understand. So Vyasadeva is understanding all this in his Dadyau, in his contemplation, meditation. He's a great sage. He's a Muni, right? So Divya Chakshusha, he has the transcendental vision. Divyena means transcendental, Chakshusha means vision. And Sarva Varna Ashramananam, this is common for all the Varna and Ashram, including Brahmanas in this age, will lack patience. So-called Brahmanas also will lack patience. Which means in one sense there is no Brahmanas in this age. There are no Kshatriyas also in this age. There are no proper Vaishyas also in this age. Kalau Shudra Sambhava. So-called structure is there. Which means there are people who are performing the duties of Vaishya, but they don't have gunas of Vaishya. Because Vaishya means the person should be moral and ethical in one's business transactions and day-to-day dealings. Kshatriya, okay, there may be some soldiers who may be fighting a battle for their country, which is very good. But yet, Kshatriya qualities are much deeper than that. They are situated thoroughly in Dharma. Being righteous is the quality of a Kshatriya. And Brahmana, yes, you will find some priests in the temple. There are temples. Although people going there are very scanty. There are temples, there are very few pujaris. That's all there, that's the situation. But having the real Brahmanical quality means a person is very clearly able to see the distinction between body and soul. Brahma janati iti Brahman. So that quality, the gold standard quality of Brahmanical nature is not there. Impatience is there. Impatience can be seen many times in Brahmanas also. I'm not talking about devotees of ISKCON. They just want to finish the they do chant some mantras, finish it off. So sometimes people even give money like that. They say, Pujari ji, Pandit ji, how much is the time duration of the festival? They say, if this yajna you want to perform, it takes 5 hours. 5 hours, my God, nobody will come if we announce 5 hours. So what to do? Can you finish in 5 minutes? He said, okay, give money accordingly, payment. Yeah, we'll give you more money. Finish fast and you also be happy, we'll also be happy. So this is the quality. So people are ashraddha. First of all, they don't have faith in scriptures. Yes, they don't have faith in the existence of God. They don't have faith in devotees. Second is nisatvan. These people are totally impatient. They don't have sattva guna. Number 3, durmedhan. Durmedhan means they don't have that ability to understand subtle truths. Rishita ayushaha. They have very less time. Ayush means life. They have very less time. So see how much a disadvantage people of Kali are. Durbhagancha, oh my God, they are very, very unlucky fellows. Some or the other tragedy, material tragedy will keep happening in their life, because of which these people don't commit seriously to spirituality. Just when somebody comes to temple, Prabhuji, I'll come to temple every day. Very nice. I'll also chant 4 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day. Very good. And finally the preachers and the temple devotees are happy. We got one more member who's going to chant 4 rounds. He comes next day at 5:30 for the Mangalarti. Yes. Everyone's happy. Yes, we got one more member. Increases to 8 rounds. And third day is gone. What? 4? They must think, okay, maybe health is not good. 4th day not gone. 5th day gone. Then out of concern, after 3 repeated misses, the preachers will call up and ask Prabhu, what happened? He says, what Prabhu? Since the time I chanted Hare Krishna, everything inauspicious has happened in my life. I lost my job. Oh my God, now what to do? People will think because till the time I did not chant Hare Krishna, everything was going very well. Moment I started chanting Hare Krishna, they kicked me out of the job. I think the Hare Krishna doesn't work. I stopped it because I lost my job. Happens. They're unlucky fellows. What to do? They connect both the things. Oh, because I chanted Hare Krishna, I lost the job. So I'll never chant again. Right? So, Durbhagam cha janan, unlucky fellows. So, Viksha Munihi Divya Chakshusha Sarva Varnashranam. So, this with his Divya Chakshu, transcendental vision, he was able to see, oh, these are going to be the fellows, my audience. Ashraddana Adananam, Nisatvan, Durmedan, Rashita Ayushan, Durbhagajanan. 5 qualities of these people of the age of Kali. Alright, I need to do something for them. But Vyasdev here is mentioned as Amoghadrik. Drik means, again, drishti. Drik means the vision. And Mogha is sin. Amogha means spotless. So he has a pure vision. He knows, he understands his audience really well. So that is a quality of Vyasdev which is mentioned. Okay, so somebody would like to read the purport? Okay, Dayamai Radha Prabhu, you can start.
Thank you, Prabhu. I don't see the screen yet. Okay,
Sure.
purport. The unmanifested forces of time are so powerful that they decay all matter in due course. In Kali Yuga, the last millennium of a round of 4 millenniums, the power of all material objects deteriorates by the influence of time. In this age, the duration of the material body of the people in general is much reduced, and so is the memory. The action of matter has also not so much incentive. The land does not produce food grains in the same proportions as it did in the other ages. The cow does not give as much milk as it used to give formerly. The production of vegetables and fruits is less than before. As such, all living beings, both men and animals, do not have substantious, nourishing food. Due to want of so many necessities of life, naturally the duration of life is reduced. The memory is short, intelligence is meager, mutual dealings are full of hypocrisy, and so on.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. So this is a revisit to what was happening. Just like the sages of Naimisharanya also informed, Sutta Goswami, before you give us the essence of scriptures or before you teach us anything, please understand your audience very clearly. Prayinalpa sabya kalavasmin yuge jana manda sumanda matayo manda bhagyahu padrita. So we already visited this. This is 1.1.10. Now again, now it is Vyasdev who is trying to understand the audience before he writes the scriptures, because writing is required for these people because they don't have memory. Yes, they don't have strength, they don't have enough time, right? And here in Kali Yuga, even the material nature is not providing sufficient grains. Why? Material nature, the Prakriti is not giving sufficient grains because there are no yajnas. Annat bhavanti bhutani. With grains you can subsist your body. Yes, the kind of food you eat, ahara shuddha, sattva shuddhi, sattva shuddha, dhruva smriti. Smritirabde sarva grantinam vipramokshana. Our lifespan and our memory depends on the food that we take. Yes, what is the kind of food that you take? And nowadays people have used all pesticides, fertilizers, insecticides, so many chemicals, and over that people have become greedy. They do GMOs, genetically modified organisms. So they create, so what all vegetables, we don't know what we are eating. People call something as organic, but we have no clue whether it's organic or not. There's no way to verify it because we have no experience of organic. See, when can you say if a note is fake, currency note is fake or real? When can you say? When you know what is a real note. When you have no idea what is a real note, can you say which is fake or real? No, we cannot say. So we all have never experienced what is organic food. So how can we tell whether this is genuine or not? All we have been eating is what we are getting. Right? So that's what has happened. So majority of the time the life and the memory, both ahara shuddho, sattva shuddhi, sattva shuddha, dhruva smriti. Sattva means existence, that is lifespan, and smriti means memory. These two things are hampered because there is no proper, first of all, quality is not there, quantity is also not there. There is no quantity also. Material nature sees, oh, these people are rascals. They are all sinful people, I will not give them. The only reason the Prakriti gives the fruits and vegetables and grains is so that human beings become an instrument to offer that to Krishna. Yeah, Prakriti is giving all that for, and these people are stealing. They are thieves. Yajna shistashina santam uchchante sarva kilmishai punjete tu agham papam ye pachanti atma karanat. Without giving Krishna, if you are having anything, that is sin. And these people are doing sin, so why should I give? So Prakriti has reduced the quantity also. Yes. And it's reduced the quality also. Same with cow milk. Yes, the cow does not give as much milk it used to give because cows, they are very, very sensitive beings. The moment a cow realizes these guys, after using me, they are going to slit my throat, I'm not going to give them anything. Yeah, the cow only releases that much milk which is excess, which it doesn't want. And the hormones and the feelings of the cow are not motherly. Else drinking that milk is also not very nourishing. People don't feel the nourished experience. On the other hand, if cows are going to be taken care, they get that feeling. Oh, they're going to be taking good care of me and I will have a good life. They're going to serve me selflessly. Then in profuse quantity, cow gives milk and even that quality is very good. I remember one pastime of my spiritual master. My spiritual master used to make special sandesh for Srila Prabhupada. Yes, he used to take care of cows in New Vrindavan. So, spiritual Prabhupada ate the sandesh, he loved it, Bengali sweet. He said, Radhanath's sandesh is best. So there was another devotee who really got a little competitive. I will make better sandesh than this brahmachari and I will give it to Prabhupada. So he did his level best. He worked really hard, so hard. He put his sweat and toil, ensured even one bit here and there, it doesn't happen. The recipient finally made and he said, this is the best sandesh ever. He gave it to Prabhupada. Prabhupada tasted it. And he said, there's nothing like Radhanath's. He says, the best. Then finally this devotee gave up his ego. He said, I'll go and ask Maharaj what exactly does he do? So can you please, next time you make sandesh, can you please take me along? He said, okay, come. So he thought he will take him to the kitchen, but he took him to the cows. He said, why are you taking me here? He said, first serve the cows. Yes, feed them nicely, serve them nicely, bathe them nicely. Yes, when you serve the cows and then you take that milk, after serving the cow, that particular milk has the taste. Because then when love is given, then they reciprocate very well. So that is the first step, going and taking care of cows. Then mother cow will bless. And inside mother cow's body, all the demigods live. 33 koti devata live in her body. Right? So they'll bless you. And once you're blessed, you're empowered, you can do so much. And then this devotee learned the lesson. Right? So no sufficient food and neither nourishing food. Both we don't have. Quantity, quality, both is gone, because of which we are facing the situation. And again, the kind of food you eat will definitely lead to, because there is a lot of cheating going on in food business, and that same cheating comes into our dealings also. Yes, all dealings are hypocrite dealings. If somebody is telling something in age of Kali Yuga, you can never understand whether this person is talking the truth. You cannot trust anyone today. People speak so many things. Can you trust? No, I cannot trust this person blindly. No, because everybody is hypocritic. Everyone has ulterior motives, ulterior agenda to be fulfilled. That happens. No, not fair. Hare Krishna. Who would like to read the second paragraph? Okay, Riya Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Being a liberated soul, the great sage Vyasadeva could see this by his transcendental vision. As an astrologer can see the future fate of a man, or an astronomer can foretell the solar and the lunar eclipses. Liberated souls can foretell the future of all mankind by seeing through the scriptures. They can see this due to their sharp vision of spiritual attainment. Hare
Yes. So
Krishna.
this is called Trikalagnya. Trikalagnya. Gya means knower. Trikala means the person who can see the past, present and future. This is actually the opulence of Krishna. This is Krishna's Vibhuti. Lord Krishna tells in the Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter, 26th verse, Vedaham samatitani vartamanani charjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu vedana kasyana. So Krishna says that I know I'm the knower of the past, the present and the future. I can see all three times. All three time zones I see very well. And but mam tu vedana kasyana, you cannot know me. Knowing me is very difficult because of the covering of Yog Maya. So this Krishna's opulence, Trikala, again, one is superly advanced. Even advanced yogis, they get the siddhis, and very advanced devotees, they are also the ones who can see the past, present and future. Can I share a pastime with you of Prabhupada? Once Prabhupada had gone to Kumbh Mela. So in Kumbh Mela, Srila Prabhupada was there and he was traveling, going with his disciples. He was walking and taking a walk. Suddenly from there, a father and a small son, they came from that side. And this person offered obeisances to Prabhupada. And he even told his son, oh, Swamiji, namaskar karo. Pay obeisances to Swamiji. And he also touched his feet. And Prabhupada was very enchanted with this young boy. So he was smiling, looking at this boy. And smiling very well. And Prabhupada was all the while looking at this boy. While this gentleman was trying to speak something to Prabhupada, he was only looking at this boy. He was not caring for what this man was speaking. And then he suddenly turned to his father and he said, you give me this boy. You give me, I will make him a very big acharya. His father caught hold of his boy and he ran away from there. He never came back. So after several years of Prabhupada's departure, again there was Kumbh Mela. And these devotees who were with Prabhupada, they were walking and going. They were walking and going. There was a big pandal filled with so many people. And there was a big katha program going on, a class, a lecture, pravachan. And on the asana there was a big person sitting. He was giving, and these devotees wanted to just go and check out, okay, what is this person speaking? Who is he? So they went near, this person got off the asana. He came down. He came down and met these devotees and said, you remember me? I said, who are you? You were with your Swamiji in your Guru Maharaj in the Kumbh Mela. I was that small boy. So Prabhupada had that vision that this boy will go up to become a very big acharya. And he was asking his father, please give me this son. I'll make him a very big acharya. But this father did not understand, but somebody wants to become, he becomes. Happens. Yes. We can clearly say, just like we know the phases of the sun, sunrise, what time is going to, what are the even the temperature forecast is given. In the modern material science also knows what day, Purnima, what Amavasya. Astronomy is very clear, the sky's position. Similarly, the age's position, the general temperament of people, that is also very clear for such great sages. Yeah. Last paragraph. Who would like to read? Somebody would like to read? who has not participated till now? Okay, we give chance to Amrita Mataji. Amrita Kaur. Go ahead. Are you unmuted? Yeah, you can unmute now. Yeah, go on.
And all such transcendentalists who are naturally devotees of the Lord are always eager to render welfare service to the people in general. They are the real friends of the people in general, not the so-called public leaders who are unable to see what is going to happen 5 minutes ahead. In this age, the people in general, as well as their so-called leaders, are all unlucky fellows, faithless in spiritual knowledge and influenced by the age of Kali. They are always disturbed by various diseases. For example, in present age, there are so many TB patients and TB hospital, but formerly this was not so because the time was not so unfavorable. The unfortunate men of this age are always reluctant to give to give a reception to the transcendentalists who are representative of Srila Vasudev Vasyadeva, and yet these selfless workers are always busy in planning something which may help everyone in all status and orders of life. The greatest philanthropists philanthropists are those transcendentalists who represent the mission of Vyasa, Narada, Madhava, Chaitanya, Rupa, Saraswati, etc. They are all one and the same. The personality the personalities may be different, but the aim of the mission is one and the same, namely to deliver the fallen souls back home, back to Godhead.
Thank you. All right. So here, what is the main theme? Main theme is just like Krishna says, he is Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam. Krishna is the dearmost friend of everybody, the true friend. Yeah. So similarly, it is the devotee who is a representative of Krishna who is doing the real welfare service. Everyone is convinced of their cause. Some people may say, oh, I will give food to the poor. This is the real service. Some says, okay, I will give education. I want to build a school which will educate people. This is the real service to humanity. Another person starts an NGO which says that I will ensure that there is employment. I'll get people get employment. Another NGO in Canada may say, I will give PR, permanent residence, to all of them who are struggling with it. And people, I will try to give some kind of refugee status to people. So everybody is convinced that they are doing the best, right? And there are some politicians also. The politicians, of course, they want some good vote. So what to do? Okay, let's do welfare for these people. What is welfare? Give them free liquor. That's the welfare for them. Let them drink and enjoy, and let them give the votes to us. Or let's open a very nice cinema theater. Let people watch cinema. Let them watch movies. We'll do that. Or we'll open, yeah, we'll inaugurate and make a nice park where people can roam around and have fun. So people have different ideas based on their gunas, rajagun, tamagun, sattvagun. They have their own ideas of what is real welfare, what is welfare. But here the real welfare is to give the light to the people in this age of darkness. And that particular light is the light of Bhagavatam. We already discussed that. This is the real welfare. That is why this Vyasdev, Narada, Madhvacharya, Chaitanya, what all examples were given. They all preach the Srimad Bhagavatam. Yeah. So today's situation is very unfortunate. There are TB patients. Prabhupada says TB. There is tuberculosis, which means there is water in the lungs. It's a very dangerous situation. Person can get choked up and die because of TB. Yeah. And yeah, this was not the case. Today you see every moment the diseases are increasing. There is newer and newer disease coming up. With the advent of Kali Yuga, new disease, we are creating medicine and cure. Okay, but there is another disease that's coming up. And we know that how recently in 2020, the entire world was brought down to its knees. Everybody was humbled thoroughly by this one entity that cannot even move. Novel coronavirus. Everybody was on their hands and knees. They had surrendered. They don't know what to do. Everybody was afraid. So this is the Kali Yuga. Right? This is what happens. So in this age of Kali Yuga, we cannot change the nature of this material world. This is going to be Dukhalayam. What can we do? We can show everyone the path to an eternal kingdom of God, which is Kevala Ananda Kanda. The process of bhakti is Ananda Kanda, and even in the spiritual world, everything is pure Ananda. That's the path we can definitely show to people, back home, back to God. So that's real friendship. Real friendship is to direct people back to Godhead. Right? That's the real destination. Now, imagine we want to go to a particular location. Okay, I want to go to ISKCON temple. Somebody says, I'll give you a ride. And that person actually, instead of giving you a ride, takes you on a ride. Which means takes you away from ISKCON temple. Is that person doing any good to you? No, I want to go to ISKCON temple. I'll take you, don't worry. And he's taking you to a jungle. A very lonely place where there is no sign of mankind or any living entity for that matter. There is a dead silence. What is that person going to do? That person might slit your throat, kill you, rob you, do anything. So it's a very dangerous thing. So similarly, anybody who is directing us to anything other than Krishna consciousness, they are compared to Vyomasur. In Krishna Lila, there is Vyomasur, right? What did Vyomasur do? Vyomasur was taking all the Gopa friends of Krishna and putting them in the dark cave, taking them away from Krishna and putting them in dark cave. That's what the agents of Maya do. Instead of taking you to Krishna, they take you away from Krishna and put you in dark dungeons. So we should not entertain such Vyomasur, nor we should become such Vyomasurs. We are supposed to be like Hanumanji, follow in footsteps of Hanuman, bringing the devotee Sita back to Ram. That's the mission, right? If we have understood this, going back to Godhead is the goal of life, we should now preach this message and let people know. People do not know. Read Srila Prabhupada's books nicely, understand his philosophy well, and present it nicely to people. We speak what Prabhupada is speaking in the books, we are going to win. Everybody will be convinced. Right? That's all is required. Alright, we'll pause here. Any questions? Yes, Amrita.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
So we all souls have been born like so many times. I agree to this. So we might have born in like the earlier yugas. So why God has, when Kali Yuga is so bad, we all are experiencing why God gave us birth in this yug and why he could not skip this yug and transfer to us to the next yuga.
Thank you. You want to skip this yuga and go to the next yuga. Yeah, well, we need to understand there are two kinds of people. Yes, there are intelligent people who need words, and there are people who are mischievous who need beatings. लातों के भूत बातों से नहीं मानते. There is a saying. लातों का भूत बातों से नहीं मानते means the guy who is supposed to be hit and trained. This a person needs that kind of hitting and training. That is what is our need today. We are lato ke bhoot. So lato ke bhoots need Kali Yuga. So it's not that Krishna has put us in this yuga. It is we who have created such a situation that this yuga is something where we are going to be treated and get refined. So this is a reformation program. We should never consider this program to be a torture. Krishna's material world is it's not a concentration camp. In the Second World War, there were so many people put in the concentration camp, tortured to death. No, this particular material world is like jail. So in jail there are different kinds of jail, categories of jail. So Kali Yuga is that solitary confinement jail, which is actually made to have much more refinement in a person. So it is we who deserve that. Somebody who went to jail, you cannot say, why did the state put this person in the prison? How unthoughtful or how cruel. No, this person committed those actions by which he deserved that state. So nothing has happened of his own accord. So yes, Neena Mataji, before she makes a question, pranams to harassment of cows nowadays in factories. Should we stop taking cow milk for ourselves or for bhoga? Yes, there are very good. Of course, in India, if you're in India, you're fortunate. There are very good devotee farms who are taking out nice milk and giving cow milk. They even transport it. It's happening. Very happy news. You can avail that facility. That's all I can say. I don't want to say the next statement. I hope you understand what I want to say. If you get a facility where devotees, like many temples have a farm community nearby, we can definitely find out about that and get it. Yes, Neena Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada Guru Maharaj. A wonderful, wonderful class, Prabhu, as always. One humble question, Prabhu. Whenever it's a very fundamental question, and I need a little bit of your direction. So, in our classes, we hear that our goal is to go back home, back to Godhead, right? And now the thing is that we are here because of our own karma, right? Like as you said, Latu Kiput. So we are here because of. So I wonder. I mean, shouldn't our goal be exclusively 100% just Krishna prema in our heart, and no matter which loka we are, even in the patal loka or whichever, and we can create our own goloka in our mind no matter which loka we are? Just need your direction.
Okay, yes. See, first of all, these two are connected. Pritirne yavad mai vasudeve. Till the time we do not have Vasudeva Priti, that's love for Godhead, we are not going to go back to Godhead. That will not happen. This is very clear. So, many times going back to Godhead, this particular desire, if it's coming out of the attitude to serve Krishna without any kind of mental or physical fatigue, without any kind of impediments like sleep, thirst, hunger, free from all these conditions and conditionings, that desire is healthy desire. But many times people have the desire or this ideology that we'll go back to Godhead and we'll relax. I'll sit. After all this japa is done, okay, I go back to Godhead. There'll be a nice beach, soft sandy beach. I lie down there underneath the sun and relax and do nothing. So that idea of back to Godhead is utopian, and it is something which is not correct. So a devotee hankers for service. Yes, and I want to do this service. In order to increase the quality of my service, I want to do it the loving service. I aspire for service, and because the service should be of highest quality, I aspire for prema, loving devotional service. And this loving devotional service is very much is something that we want to do it in our home. Going back to Godhead is not a wrong desire, because going home is very natural. We don't like to stay in a foreign place. We don't like to stay in a place that is not ours, basically. Everybody returns home after a day's work, right? Yeah, so that's nothing wrong. Alright. Modes of nature is maintained by Maya, or it is automatic or human? No, three modes of nature is Maya's modes. There's one more question. Sometimes I heard purpose of religion is to give hope. If you try to preach, you mean you're trying to commercialize. How to deal with such a thought? Yes, basically to expand the devotee population is the will of Krishna. It is Krishna's order. Krishna has ordered, in fact, he orders Brahma in the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam 9th chapter. He orders him that may the devotee population grow, may everyone become devotees and return back to the kingdom of God. This is Lord's order. It is Lord's wish. It is Lord's wish that we spread this message. Krishna says in the 18th chapter, Ya idam paramam guhyam mad bhakteshu vidashati bhakti mai param kritva mame vaishasya samshaya. You need to preach this. So it's an instruction of Lord. And just like, for example, we preach to please Krishna. There is a father who has lost his son, and you really love this person who has lost the son. Won't you assist this person in getting back the son home? Right? And that's what devotees are doing. So there is absolutely nothing wrong. It will become commercial if you are after number game. Yeah, in our temple there were 1 lakh people came for Janmashtami. Yeah, we are so great. This way we had this much sales. So we go too much into the numbers and make it a number game. No, it is an act of compassion that should, it's an act of transformation. So we should never dilute the real substance of Krishna consciousness. That's important. Okay, I'll sign. Last question. Go ahead. There, my Radha. Quick question, quick
Krishna,
answer.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I just wanted to get clarification. You said material nature is not giving proper food grains as there's no yagyas in this day and age. So our lifespan and our memory is depending on the food. If we eat food that has cheating tendencies, we're going to have cheating in our dealings. And so our nature changes. And this Kali Yuga, they said that the yagya to do is Harinam Sankirtan because all the other yagyas don't happen. So do you think just having the faith in the holy name and praying to the Lord, that's a trust we have to have? Because in the Western world, we don't have access to growing our own food grains, nor do we have, like the same with the cows, we don't have that in near proximity as you have it in India. So what can we do when we live in like a cold climate?
Yajna Sankirtana Prayar Yavajanti Sumedasha. If we perform this yajna of Sankirtan, then everything that is needed for sustenance and for going back to Godhead, Bhavaya, Shemaya, sustenance and going back to Godhead will be provided. A devotee has faith in this. At the same time, devotees should also cultivate, because it was Prabhupada's desire to have Varnashram system. Prabhupada said, still, a significant part of my mission is still not complete because I have to establish the Varnashram. And Prabhupada wanted Devi Varnashram College to be started. Because Prabhupada said our ISKCON movement is the movement that's going to save the world in its darkest hours. So there has to be some work also done in order to give people a natural life. Because if we go back to the natural life, Krishna consciousness will become natural. Our goal is that, to do bhakti. So we have to think about this also. That is also our duty. Okay, just like kings thought about material and spiritual welfare, devotees should think also about the material and spiritual welfare. We have to do something. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.